We apologize in advance, but I'm not here this week, so Toni Rose is sitting in with some guests today. Good luck and God bless.
Hello. Welcome back, everyone. You may notice that Alex is not here today. It's me and my three friends, Carson, Josh, and Amanda. Hello, everyone.
Hello. How's it going?
What's going on?
Alex is on a work trip, so she is not here this week. But you know what? I had to, solicit my friends to come and help me. Amanda, I needed her as a co-host. And we wanted guys on the podcast because, the majority of our listeners are female. And we have some questions, okay? Guys are fucked sometimes, and we just need to get down to the bottom of it. We have a lot of questions that we just wanted to, get your opinions
The
on.
women of the internet have asked, and we shall give them answers.
They really need help, and we're all about helping people here. And you know what? You guys are the solution.
You've got the greatest guys to help you here, honestly. You really do.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you want to start off a bit about
he's
how
a
we all
rookie,
know
he's
each
right
other?
close to the mic.
Yes, we only have 3 mics because we are balling on a budget, so we are sharing. But yeah, so just a quick intro. Amanda and I have known each other since preschool, also Carson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's been 24 years, holy shit. Carson and I, our parents are best friends. That's kind of how we were stuck with each other. We did family vacations every year.
Oh yeah, Soyuz every year since we were what? 3, 4?
Yeah, 3, 4. It was crazy. Amanda and I just instant best friends in preschool. Never got rid of each other. And then Josh was a high school edition.
Well, it was kind of after high school.
Well,
Yeah, the Foggy Dew really brought us together.
if anyone, Berkeley the Foggy Dew really brought us together.
It was the Red Dragons that really brought us together.
A combination of both, probably.
Yeah.
And Nickelback. No, we never listened to Nickelback.
But just a fun little thing, obviously Carson and Josh were friends in high school, right?
Were you?
We hated each other for a little bit. He had these eyebrows that I couldn't get past. And then once he plucked them, we were friends.
No. Josh,
That's exactly how it went down.
I'll never forget Sarah Hughes, who was on our podcast last season. We sat behind you in history, I think it was, and really didn't like us, which was totally fine. We didn't like you. I don't think you guys liked us.
I don't think Josh liked
No,
that.
Josh
A little bit of context. I was a grumpy kid. No longer as grumpy as I was back then, but I'm a lot happier now.
I'm not friends with grumpy people. So, in university, one of our friends had a house party, and we got back together. It was Anthony. I'm gonna say his name. Anthony's house party.
It's Ton or Anthony?
No, Anthony Lass.
Oh.
See that.
In his basement, we all.
I don't remember that.
Really? And we did 24. We walked.
Oh,
around.
yes.
That's when we became friends.
Oh, yes.
So
it was the raw steak that brought us back together.
we bonded over pho, and then we have been friends ever since, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Happy to have you guys in my life.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yes, happy Hanukkah. Merry
To our Jewish listeners.
Very exciting. And Christmas is around the corner. He's going to get our podcast canceled. But before that,
Oh, you can include everyone.
1,000%. Super inclusive.
How about Kwanzaa?
Yeah, anyway, let's move on. So, this episode, I'm really trying to rein these kids in here.
Sponsored by Kwanzaa.
Yeah, you had it.
Just remember, you guys all don't have to talk all the time.
We'll do our best.
Just kidding. So this episode really is about ask a guy. Again, I feel like a lot of our female listeners, we all have the same questions about guys, and we truly don't have an unfiltered conversation with men because we either want to date them, fuck them, or break up with them. We just want answers, and we felt like our platonic best guy friends were the right avenue.
I agree. I think that's a good starting point.
Okay, amazing. So we do have we have a lot of questions. We asked on our Instagram and people delivered, which is amazing. So Matt and I are going to go back and forth, and we have some buckets.
Yeah.
Our first is miscellaneous. Then we'll get into some dating questions, and then some preferences, and then some sex questions, and then we have one deep question that we got that we'll end off on.
Yeah, we grouped them.
You good?
I celebrate Kwanzaa, if that's a good
Okay.
question.
So just to kind of break the ice. We have a few.
Yeah, that'll be it for the whole night.
There we go. So we have a few miscellaneous questions. And the first one is my favorite because I've actually wondered this myself. Do you guys sit down to pee? And if you don't, do you guys judge other men if they do? And we're not talking you're just strictly going there to pee.
It absolutely depends on the day and the time.
Oh, okay. So you have done it. Is it comfortable?
Of course it's comfortable. I mean, I sit down to poo, so if I sit down to poo, it's the same feeling exactly.
But you're only
Wait,
doing
so
that if
what-
you're hammered, and you've never done that sober.
What is the circumstance?
Wait, let's
Have you ever done that sober? And just to pee?
Sober? To pee? Yeah, of course I have.
Just to pee?
Why not?
What's wrong with you?
Because I like to sit down and relax and I take a piss. What's the big deal?
Really? I've never done that in my life, and I'll never do it.
Okay, so that,
look at
okay,
this guy,
wait,
wow.
so bringing it back to the question, that was the second part of the question. Do you judge other guys who do that?
Yes.
Clearly,
Yes.
But why are you judging me for doing that? What's the big deal?
Because if I'm gonna sit down to poo, then I'll relax. Maybe I'll open up, Instagram or
Well,
Twitter.
maybe I'm trying to get away from you at a party. I don't know.
But if you pee, if you got a big pee, you gotta push your little thing down, and it's a miserable time. Rather why don't you stand up?
I know. I forgot how big your thing was. So, you just when you push it down, you just poke it down and you pee, and it goes right into the toilet, and you're done. Get up, wipe, done.
That is weird.
Okay,
You're
wait,
a weird
so
guy.
you-
And
That's so
Josh,
important. So you wipe
you do
when
it
you pee.
in cases of like you want to be
no.
relaxed,
If I want to sit down in the bathroom for a bit and have my own thoughts,
right? And you
I have
want
to
to
pee.
scroll through your
yes,
phone and
I
like look
sit
at some
down, sit down,
TikToks
take
or
a
something.
pee.
You know what?
Absolutely.
But that's a 15 second
So it's more of like a
chill out
break
period.
away.
But you can make it
You can
last
extend
5
it.
minutes if you want to. Have you ever worked at like a like a sport check and you want to take a pee break and you sit down there and pee and you sit?
So this is
It's the same exact.
So this is for guys that work at Sport Check.
I love the shared mic because it makes it seem so much more aggressive. Like they need to take turns going into speech.
Honestly, it's working. Okay, so to answer the question, Josh does sit down to pee. Carson does
Sometimes.
not, and he judges.
Sometimes it depends.
It depends. If we want a minute, because I get it. Because girls, we don't have an option, so we're always sitting and we're always comfortable. So I get that. Well done. Amanda, go ahead.
Okay, I think this is a good setup question going into the rest of it.
Yeah.
So the next question was, well, you guys are best friends. How often do you talk to each other about girlfriends and or like significant others? Is that something you guys talk about a lot?
I'd say a lot.
Oh, do you?
Well, I mean.
Okay, so like.
Yeah, not every
Okay.
second of the day, but if something happens that's like worth talking about, then yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
First guy text.
I feel like I knew the person who asked us, so I did ask them for like some follow up questions. But like, let's say you're just gonna like have sex with a girl and you're going on bros night. Are you talking about that you did that? Or are you guys more like private?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Why
We're
think-
saying here's the
well-
picture. Check this out. We just did the tiddly
You know
do.
what? My
Okay.
mom's definitely not allowed to watch this.
I
podcast.
think where it's coming
Probably
from is it's a common
Yeah.
kind of like misconception that women talk about these things all the time, but men don't. So I
Totally.
think that's
Misconception. Complete misconception.
where- okay.
Okay, do you talk about
Totally.
us as your friends?
Pardon me?
Do you talk about us just like as your friends?
Do we talk about our friends with our friends?
I was trying to make the question about me. I'm like, do you talk about Amanda and
No, we just say we love you, and
They
that's pretty
bitch
well
about
it.
us.
I? Yeah, because we bitch about you too.
What? How dare you?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So, going into the dating segment. Okay, what is your favorite dating app? If you have multiple that you use, do you use them for different things, i.e. go to Tinder for hookups, go to Hinge for the
I
one?
mean, dating apps in general are terrible.
Yeah,
And
so
I've been on
bad.
for a month and a half now. Absolute garbage.
Yeah.
If I were to use one though, it's got to be Tinder.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I would say same with me.
Why?
I'm not single anymore, but when I was single, I just had the best matches on Tinder.
Mm.
Bumble sucked, in my opinion, because
Oh,
I think
the
it's
worst.
important for me to show my personality. And if you're waiting for a girl on Bumble, you're just like, well, I hope I fit the bill. I hope I smiled
So
right.
you
You can't say
like-
anything.
So
Even
you
on
like
Bumble, you
having
still have
the
to talk to them
control.
Oh,
first,
totally.
almost, right? Yeah. So what's
Yeah.
the point of Bumble? Bumble's stupid. Just go to Tinder.
But
So what
same
is
thing.
it about Tinder? Do you just feel like because it's been around longer, there's just more people on there and there's more selection? Like, what is it about Tinder?
Yeah. What's the best way to say it? It's like it's one of the. It's like a brand name, right? It's like
Mhm.
when
Right.
American Eagle and Hollister. American Eagle is better. You use American Eagle. You use Tinder.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think that's interesting because in like the woman world, Tinder's been labeled the hookup app,
yeah.
and that guys
That's
just
not
go
true.
on there because they want to.
You've
Not
gotten
true.
some girlfriends from Tinder.
I've
right?
had girlfriends from Tinder. I've had friends that I still talk to and see from Tinder. I've had everything
I know. 'cause
under the moon from
you're-
Tinder.
You're a bit of a weirdo. Though.
Well, as a
Friends that
female,
you still talk to from Tinder. What's wrong with you? That's totally weird.
Well, they're
I think
friendly
it's
people. You're just like, oh, it
nice.
didn't work out, but like I still like your personality. Like You get some weirdos from Tinder, but I've had everything under the moon. I've had Brazilian reverse cowgirl anal. I've had someone I go to coffee with, and that's the beauty of Tinder.
Okay.
No, but I'm not surprised by that from Carson. Are you guys friends with that? Like, that he's friends with people that he's still.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person. But as a female, I hate Bumble because I'm like, what is an opening line like that?
I know,
So
but they make guys talk first in Bumble too now.
that's true. Oh, what?
They do.
Like they force you?
Well, they don't force me to, but I mean, they always go.
But
Like,
you have the option.
Yeah, they always like, hey, you want to send a message? So I go.
Oh, same with me. I get
And if
notifications.
you don't get anything back anyway. So just
Interesting, because the concept initially was that it was for women to approach men.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So if a girl is actually, I just for my personal preference. I mean, obviously this is like individual advice, but like if I on Tinder we match and I message you first, is that a turn off or no?
It depends on your message. If you're like, hey,
Happy
cool,
Sunday.
yeah, happy Sunday. You're like, come in with some balls.
Okay.
Like your hair's
What's
weird.
the most
I don't know.
ballsy text on dating app text message that you gotten from a girl?
Oh god. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on dating apps.
Yeah.
So
I mean, okay, so as Bumble, I look to someone's profile to start my intro message. So do you guys have a description, or are you just like, Josh? Like,
I think I have like a leopard on mine. Like a leopard emoji.
Oh, I think I'm the one who did that for you.
And by the way, it's worked so far.
Really? Do people talk about it? Like, what's up with the leopard?
Do they talk about it? No, but I mean, I've got a few matches on there.
Nice.
FYI, it's work.
I think mine was my dogs will break your heart.
Oh my god, I talked about this in our last episode. Get your dog. Oh. I'm sorry, we're back. We had some technical difficulties with our audio. So we're just gonna
radio host over there.
So we are going to move on to the next question. Amanda, go ahead.
Perfect. So the next question from the women that have asked is, do you ever ghost women on dating apps? If yes, what is typically the reason? So will you ever, like, if you're talking to somebody...
What is that, yeah? Tell me what that means.
If you're talking to somebody, would you ever just...
Stop talking, responding.
Cut communication, stop talking to them, or do you tell them, like, hey, I'm not interested, or...
No. Sometimes you have to cut conversation right off.
Now, I will slightly disagree with that. Not completely, but...
Okay.
There's levels of ghosting. There's a complete ghost.
I'll tell you why I do that, because sometimes I give my phone to this guy at 12 o'clock at night and he goes rampant on the right hand swipes, and I get all these random messages and I go, okay, that'll be nice, and I go, you know what, these people are actually super weird, so poof, cut.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I'm poly, this weird. You wanna have sex with my husband, and I'll watch with binoculars from another window.
Okay, but that's
super fair.
There's so many. There's so many
a lot
of
of
those.
poly. Like, me and my girlfriend are looking for.
No, it's yeah.
We're
that's
talking
okay.
about a normal girl that you just like. You know what? I'm done talking. Because like people will talk for like a week and then all of a sudden they just like will stop responding, or they'll just unmatch, which I find like.
I think that's rude.
I don't even know that.
I think that's rude.
They'll unmatch, like, so I can't even. So like we'll be talking for a week and then it'll be great and we'll like whatever, and then I'll go to see the messages and he unmatched me and he's not in my messages anymore.
Okay, so this is one thing for the women out there. Sure. When was he talking to you? If he's talking to you past 9 o'clock, and he's like texting really flirty, and then he like the next day he's a little bit weird and the conversation kind of dies, he was probably drunk and horny, and that is something
and looking for
a hookup. That's something to take note of, because I've been guilty of that. And I've seen Josh's phone. He's been guilty of that. However, some guys will be super rude about unmatching. Other guys will be like, hey, I'm just not feeling it anymore. Like, good luck out there. And then unmatch. And I think that's what most women want. But,
So do you ever say that?
No.
Either of you?
Not like, here's the thing. If you haven't seen the person before, we're not beholden to anything. Right. You could unmatch us at any time, and I think most guys realize that you can match us at any time. It's gonna hurt, but I think where most guys come in, if we've seen you once, that's when, at least for me, I will be like, I'm not interested anymore. I think you're a great girl. Thank you for the nice night.
You feel that you owe them something.
Yeah,
sure.
Totally.
Okay, do women ever ghost you?
Oh, 100%. It's happened all the time.
Many times. So it's not
so
a
it's not
double
just,
standard here. It goes both ways.
It's not
two-way
just
street.
Does that hurt?
Absolutely
not. I mean, who become your Jennifer Aniston on Tinder?
Well, it depends.
If she had some random person you never met in your life.
If she had ombre hair and it was flowing in the wind, maybe a little bit.
Like I said, there's no Jennifer Aniston's on Tinder. It's not gonna happen.
Well, I don't know what kind of women you match with, but some of the women I match with, I get a little butthurt, and I think it's okay.
How sexy you were.
I'd relax. Apparently, I have a moth for a head. Like, you know, I think it's okay for women to be upset when you had interest in a guy and you were texting him for like 4 days and he unmatches you.
Yeah.
He unmatches you. Guys, like, I get upset. I'm like, oh man. Imagine if Sable all of a sudden unmatched you. Well, there you go, huh?
I know, but never.
Wow, you're using names.
It's hard to find those people
I would
on
avoid
Tinder.
using
Not?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Being realistic, it's hard to find those sort of people on Tinder, is it not? Most people you meet on Tinder, it's like the most random conversation you ever find in your life.
Once a month you can find a Sable.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, I feel like we can all agree.
It's like RuneScape out there.
I think where it's most hurtful and where it gets confusing is if you've been, like you said, if you've been talking to somebody for 4 days and then all of a sudden they just ghost you or unmatch you. I think people question, what was it that I said?
Yeah,
or is there, like, was I not interesting enough, or did I say something that was a turn off? And obviously it's a case by case situation, so it's not easy to just like sum that up in a whole. But
yeah,
very interesting.
But we can all agree it hurts, so let's stop doing it, guys.
If you want to have a night when someone ghosts you where you just drink wine and you get all upset, by all means do it, because I've done it before.
Yeah, no, totally. Okay, what is your go-to first date?
If you have one.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Like if you're gonna press a girl.
Or it doesn't have to be specifics. Are you like a movie dinner? Or are you a dinner picnic?
Movie dinner. So if you're gonna suggest a movie date, if it's a first date, I don't want to sit there next to you like this
in silence.
and go, should I put my arm around her? I barely know her name. I don't want to do that. I want to go to remember, I don't know if you guys remember this bar in Vancouver. It was the game bar. I think it was called Storm Crow.
Oh,
yeah.
So you go there. That was my
We
ideal
went
first
there.
date. Yeah, we went there.
On a friend date.
Oh shit. that was a friend date. Cut everything.
Yeah, like a bar where you can do games. I agree.
Oh, totally.
Like a place where you can chat, but there's like some element
where you're not just chatting.
Yeah, it's like some distraction that you can focus. Even like I think like a live sporting game, like the Whitecaps game. It's like so fun. But then you're like stuck for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Because
that way, if it's awkward, you have something to focus on. But if it's like you also can get into deep conversation about things.
Totally.
If the date sucks for both parties and you know this is not going to work, instead of like, you know, mixing around your spaghetti and eating your scallops, you can just watch a shitty MLS team.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. It breaks the tension a little bit.
Totally, I agree.
Okay, so do either of you have a go-to first date?
Stormcrow.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you don't bring every girl to one place. Like, your first date isn't the same thing for every girl, because some guys do that, and I'm like, that's a little dicey. Well, I mean, in movies.
It's like that Olivia Rodrigo, what's it, Rodriguez song,
Rodrigo?
Deja Vu or whatever. That's what it's about.
I saw your girlfriend walking now. Is that the one? Okay.
I think what you're trying to do is driver's license.
Oh, that's okay. You're right. That's the one.
Perfect. Okay. The next question is, do you think dick pics are appropriate? If yes, why?
Absolutely not. It's like totally weirdest thing to do.
Only if they ask for it.
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna say.
Which they almost never do.
Yeah.
Which I think you're a little bit of a noob in this department. Yes, they do.
So how long does that take you to happen?
If you move
as quick as you do, eh?
No, relax. What is this?
Yeah,
what is this? A RuneScape game?
Guys, no one's gonna understand that reference.
A RuneScape is a game that neither of us have even played when you were a kid. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know why we're saying it.
Okay.
But anyways, if the conversations move sexually, and she sends you something, you politely say, not like, madame, would you like a picture of my penis? You're like, would you be okay if I sent you something? And then if they say yes, I've seen some girls really want it, but it's just when they're in the mood.
It's a time and place, because I have so many unsolicited dick pics. Like, when we'll move from a dating app to messaging, they'll be like, hi, my name's Derek, and they send a dick along with the hello, which is so aggressive.
It's like Omegle back all the way back over.
I'm like, I need some alcohol for that one. Scary. But yeah, I think unsolicited, but then
unsolicited dick pics
for the girl photo. Are you just like, it's interesting. I just like don't like.
So hold on, let's say it for the guys. we would, at least for me, I would accept a girl photo anytime. It could be 7 a.m. I could be munching on a French toast.
Pic?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
totes my goats.
Josh, I want to hear your thoughts. Yeah. Do you want a vagina pic?
I'm not super huge on the news right off the bat. I mean, it's a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So for me,
he's weird.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're actually weird, man. You're the guy. He'll take a conversation for the first actually 30 seconds of them talking to that person and try and move it straight to sex immediately. It's like way too weird.
I do it masterfully.
He's the best. He's Dr. Phil.
I just want to preface, this is what I was really excited about, because you guys are, even though you're best friends, you're so fucking different, and people, it's so hilarious.
You're opposite. That's really funny. And
okay, so moral of the story is unsolicited dick pics are not appropriate.
Absolutely not.
But the
solicited, Carson is good with. Josh is still on the fence.
Well, no. If a girl asks you, if the girls you were talking to said, "Can I have one?" You'd say,
Just no face.
You'd be in there with oil on your chest.
Okay, if she asked me for one, I would give her one, but I would not put oil on my chest.
Okay, wait, can I actually add on a part 2 of this question? Mm-hmm. What is the ideal angle? Like, what is the play there?
I don't even know.
The thing is you girls have probably gotten way more dick pics than us men. And
how many dick pics?
Can I even say this about
Give it a go. Let's see.
Some of the things Toni Rose has shown me, I'm like, who the fuck would send that? I'm like, that is nuts. So I don't think me and Josh are talking from a place of all men, because some of the things that Toni Rose have shown me is like it's disgusting. It looks like a growth. It's disgusting. And she didn't even ask for it. She's like, yeah, this was at 4 p.m. It's like, what's like a mushroom cap? Yeah, it's disgusting.
I just love Evan killing himself in the background.
We do have another guy in the background just listening.
We keep making eye contact and he's just like having a chuckle to himself.
Yeah, some things I've got, like, there's a reason why I'm still single. Like, I'm scared of what's out there, but we're working on it. Okay, have you ever pretended to like or be interested in something in order to impress a girl?
All the time.
Like what?
Can you give an example?
Whatever they ask me to be interested in, I'm interested in.
Or not even ask, but like, okay,
not ask. If they say something and that's obviously of interest, I try and fudge the line. I may not say like, yeah, I love that so much, but I'll be like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Totally. Or if someone's like,
this guy's like, I can never commit to like anything besides my own music.
Yeah, you're totally yourself, right?
And
because if I'm trying to get to know someone and they're like, I love bocce. If I really don't like bocce, I'm gonna be like, I hate bocce. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. Because I think you're gonna learn a lot about someone if you do that, rather than being like, I love it. I love country music. But I'm not gonna put on a hat for you.
But you could also miss out on somebody just because of the fact you don't like bocce. Is that really worth it? Probably not.
And you actually might not have given bocce a chance.
Yes. But like, it's such a girl move if like a guy were like at dinner and they're like, oh, I love Ted Lasso. I'm like, oh my god, totally. And I'm like binge watching the whole series just to like, so I know that I'm in the know.
No, that's why I thought it was an interesting question, because I think that's something that it's well known that women do that. Yeah. Like they'll kind of change, and not all women, but I think
change. It's just like
we're not
alter
changing.
Their likes and dislikes.
I'm just saying I'm open to liking that.
Yeah.
That may be pretty cool. I'll give it.
You don't want it to be a barrier.
And it's not lying. It's not lying, but it's like, okay, if I know that he likes this, I'm gonna give it a go to try to like it myself to see if I like it, because like that's
give it a try. But if you give it a try and you don't like it, say you don't like it. Don't be like, it's great. Like there's a lot of like, I think we can flip the conversation on his head, because I've been like, oh, I really like this obscure band, and here I'm talking to this girl who only likes EDM and country, and I show her this indie song and she's like, I love it. Yeah. We see through that shit. So just don't do it. Be like, your music sucks. We'll appreciate that more.
Yeah.
Than like, oh, I love it. I love when the banjo kicks in. Shut the fuck up. You don't.
It's a bit more bold to just say you don't like something. This guy with his music
taste is very extreme. So
I was just going to say I love Carson's music taste.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But
we all do, but it's a different, it's a little bit on this.
We're a different breed, so. Yeah. Okay, awesome. We're going into a different section.
Yes, new category, which is preferences. The first question is, what woman's fashion trends really put you off?
Oh my God! Who asked this? Do you really think us guys are looking that deeply into whether your jeans are flared?
Excuse me.
Okay, so I just want to. Carson is the most vocal when we go out at night. What he doesn't like that we're wearing.
Oh, am I?
For instance, he doesn't like red lipstick.
Oh, I hate red lipstick. Oh, whoopsie, my bad. Apparently I don't even know myself.
Do you like the high-waisted pants?
Wait, I want to hear. Do you have any, Josh?
What is high-waist suit pants?
Like
I'm wearing high-waisted too.
No, yeah, the high
They go above your belly button.
I'll say one thing. It's like if you're seeing somebody and they're wearing crazy stuff that you don't particularly like or doesn't match what we're wearing, then yeah,
of course.
I would probably say something.
Oh, would love that.
You would say something?
Yeah, you would say
It
something.
depends.
On the first date? Excuse me? Are those Jinko jeans?
Not on the first date, but like if you keep hanging out with somebody who's wearing like high heels and like crazy dresses when you're just going out to fucking Browns on a Saturday.
It's like not matching your vibe.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. What Browns are you going to?
Okay, wait. Just to bring it back. So
we're not.
There's no. So you absolutely hate red lipstick. I know that. But like, is there anything in your mind that you're like, I hate a girl when she wears her hair up or high
Not
heels?
hate a girl, but you don't prefer.
Not a hate a girl.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was such.
Despise.
Yeah. Sorry. You don't like it when a
I know
girl.
what you mean.
Thank you.
This is clarifying.
Okay, you want to? I don't think it has to do much with dress. It's
No, it's
what's
fine.
on their face.
Yes. Oh.
And it's more makeup.
Yes.
So
That's
it's like-
leads into our next
second
question.
So it's like when a girl's like, how do I say it? Do not wear makeup like English women wear makeup. Do we have any English listeners here?
Amanda and I have this.
I was just talking about this
The British,
because
it's wrong.
when I was
We do
living
have
in
a 2%
Scotland,
UK.
I would go out with my friends, and I was living with a French girl, and French women are very natural, and then also in Vancouver, like most women are more natural,
For sure.
especially compared to like if you go to the UK. So when I was in Scotland, I would go out to a bar. It wasn't even like a fancy club or anything, and the woman would be like, eyelashes, hair extensions, fake tan, full makeup, like stripper heels. Like it's nuts.
Yeah.
It's the
And I
Jersey
was telling
Shore.
Tony, I was like, the guys, because that's what they're used to, wouldn't even look at me and my friend Soraya,
Yeah.
who's beautiful, because we just looked so looked so underdressed and just like not the same vibe as the other women there.
It looks like you could get a full meal off of their face makeup. It's disgusting. I'm like, where does your eyebrows start and end? I have no idea. It's your entire forehead.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's true.
Like going on a first date, somebody shows up totally caked out and like all crazy dressed out. To me, that's too much. I prefer to just be simple.
Do you assume that person is more high maintenance?
Insecure.
Yeah.
And insecure.
Insecure,
Okay.
high maintenance.
But
high maintenance, 100% high maintenance.
It's very interesting. I get I understand and I totally agree with like a lot of makeup. Like I feel like I wear makeup, but I don't think it's like that to that extent. But
Not even close.
But it's really funny when guys are like, I like you natural, with no makeup. But I'm like, if I were no makeup, you wouldn't speak to me at the bar. You know what I'm saying?
So here's my point of view.
Those guys are being freaky, man.
When
They're totally freaky thing to say.
when do you want the guy to know what you actually look like? Do you want the guy to know 2 nights later after you've fallen for him when you wake up and you look at yourself and he goes, whoa, oh my God, I've never seen you like that before. I don't think I like you anymore. Or do you just want to be upfront and honest with him?
Well, yeah,
Well,
I think that's the difference.
yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say because like I think our makeup we look pretty similar
Yeah.
without makeup.
It's
We just
just-
we enhance it.
There is like a line.
Yeah.
It isn't black and white. There is a middle, right? So like I think it's fine for women to wear makeup, but it should enhance their natural beauty. Whereas I don't know,
Exactly.
like if you're on TikTok and you see some of those transformation videos,
freaky.
it's
Those are
actually
insane.
so shocking.
It's like, wait, I thought that
the
was Mr.
difference.
Bean. Why is that a beautiful Italian
Which
lady?
is fine, but obviously what we're saying here is that's not every guy's preference.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, this whole episode is just personal preference with the four of us at
we
this
don't.
table.
Yeah, we don't speak for all men.
Yeah, thank God.
Okay, so we kind of answered the next question, but I want to add on to it.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
how can you tell if a woman is wearing a lot of makeup? Like, do you guys have like key indicators?
I mean, there's no key indicators, but when you get up really close, like this close,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see it. So
Right,
that's when
yeah.
Okay, I got one thing.
Okay.
Powdered foundation. when you can see
The fact that you know that.
you can see the contours of the creases of her face, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? Oh my god, what am I looking at? That's when it freaks us out. When you can like really see like that they sat in front of a mirror and they like were going at it. That's it kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, we call it cakey, and I find
Cake
I'm
face,
so
yeah.
because when I go out to a bar, I'm wearing way more makeup than I normally do because it's just like fun, whatever. But it's like when you start sweating, you're like, oh god, like your makeup's starting to show. Like it's not great.
Like drip off.
But I feel like this is usually what I wear anyway to a bar. But
Yeah.
Okay, great. So next question: Would you care if your girlfriend had a lot of close guy friends versus close girlfriends? If so, why?
It really context matters here, and it really matters on how those relationships came about. If like, oh, this is my ex,
Right.
but my ex is just my brother now, and and like, or like, you know, like context matters, or like when, you know, even if it is an ex and they're hanging out, you know, if you can't get a hold of her until 2 a.m. and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. Yeah. So it's like context matters, but for the most part, you can have friends with whoever the fuck you want.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, context, like us, who have only been friends, but yeah.
Totally.
What do you think, Josh?
Different. I mean, if they're friends with their ex, then it's absolutely no.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, anything else, you can do whatever you want.
That's Italian. That's Italian nonsense.
Well, no, I do. It would.
Yeah. Until you called me at 12 a.m. at night and go, man, this girl was hanging with her ex. Then you would be upset too.
Yeah. I've never said
that's what I'm saying. When you get there,
but I think
it will happen with you.
We can all say that we'd be insecure if like our boyfriends or girlfriends were hanging out with their ex.
I think
that would be crazy.
And I think what Carson said is true. Is like context matters.
For sure.
Like if someone's hanging out with their ex, it also depends on how their relationship ended, how long ago it was. Like those things all play into it. You know?
And that's the thing. It's a gray area, and to think that everything is like, oh, it's black and white. If it's the ex, you can't do it. It's like, you gotta apply. If context doesn't matter, this whole world would be nonsense. You have to. So kind of
if you meet a woman and all of her friends are close guys, that's not a red flag.
No.
Okay.
So if they only had one close girlfriend and the 10 guy friends.
Context.
No.
You'd have to give me the footnotes.
Okay.
But like a bro-y type of girl. There's a lot of those out there.
Yeah, I don't know. She wears snapbacks, skateboards, and then maybe.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. Okay. Amanda, shoot our next question.
Okay. Oh, this one's juicy.
Oh.
Do you care about a girl's body count?
No.
And do you ask?
No.
Never.
You've never asked?
Absolutely never.
We don't care.
Oh, wait, that's fun.
Because I don't want them to ask me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a two-pronged question.
Just don't talk about it.
No. Well, we're different there. I don't really care, but
if a girl,
the more people she slept with, the better she probably is at understanding what men want. So it's like, oh wow, you slept with more people. That's great. You're not just gonna get on top of me and go, what do you mean? Which way do you want me to go?
I don't care, but some girls have asked me, and they clearly care.
And do you tell them?
All I'll say.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't tell them straight.
Okay, love that.
Mom, don't watch this.
Okay, what is your like number one major red flag or deal breaker for women? It could be a couple if you have, but like if she does something in a certain way, or if she says,
oh, I don't know.
Or even
that's
if
actually stumped me for some reason. I don't know.
So Cole always used to say his was if a girl smokes cigarettes, that's like absolute no for him.
Right.
Like he couldn't date somebody that smokes.
Oh.
Which I think, like, to me is fair because I've never smoked.
I don't give a shit.
Like cigarettes?
Oh, I don't care.
Kissing someone that has smoked when you don't smoke is a rough experience.
I have done that many times. It's not like it's like, oh wow, is that cigarette? I love that. It's just like, but it's like if I like the girl enough, that's not going to be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
that's not like a deal breaker is like I don't know. She pisses in the sink.
Oh my god.
So you don't have a lot of deal breakers?
No, we don't.
Okay. They'll take anything.
No, hold on. I want to give the women something more than that. It's
yeah. Like what's a turn off? I think
being flimsy with plans, or like, I'd say just being flaky.
Okay, can I expose you a little bit for a second?
Oh, I've never been flaky.
No, I was gonna say I feel like a deal breaker for you is if a girl's not Latina, it's almost a no.
Ooh, yeah, you have a super.
This is a great point.
you have a type. Yeah.
Like that's a kind of a deal breaker for you.
It is.
I see myself marrying a Latina.
I don't think it's a. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's a deal breaker to go on a date and have a relationship, but like your long-term relationship have all been a certain type. But let's just say that.
I don't know where I've tried to pick my brain about this on why. If I can expose myself a little bit further, it's probably because one of my childhood crushes when I was like 5 was a girl who was very dark-skinned Italian. Her name was Katrina Milani.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
and
she
listens.
I don't think she listens.
It doesn't
she's on my Instagram.
She was his elementary school crush.
Yeah, it's an elementary school crush.
We're 20
And she's also beautiful.
But anyways, so maybe that's why I'm into like darker.
That's true. I thought you were. Yeah. That's funny.
Definitely wasn't gonna go there. 20 Rose.
That's hilarious. No, I was gonna say something, but I was not gonna keep it myself. Okay, next question. What do you really think about lip filler?
I don't give a shit if it makes you look better. Go for it.
But
are you attracted to it?
Yeah,
absolutely. Bigger lips, bigger smile.
Okay, we're trademarking that for sure.
That's
It's like the 100th time he's made that joke and it's finally stuck.
I've never said that in my life. I wouldn't say that. Bigger lips, bigger smile.
Wait, something along those lines. Yeah.
Josh, what do you think?
I to be honest, I have no opinion on this one.
Do you have opinion on like plastic surgery in general, like fake boobs? Like I know guys that are like, I hate fake boobs because the way they feel it.
And then other guys love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how it looks.
Depends on the fake boob. It
looks outrageous.
They feel different, I've heard. Have you felt a fake boob before?
No.
Yeah, no,
I don't think I've ever felt a fake boob either.
No. I mean, it totally depends how it looks. If it looks like we're in like Desperate Housewives of New Jersey, then maybe.
If it's super fake looking, you're not into it.
Yeah.
But if it's like
if it looks natural-ish, then fine.
Because there's some people that I've followed on Instagram where they're like, I got my fake boobs removed, and I'm like, you had fake boobs? Those were.
You can get them.
I had no idea.
You have to get them changed every 15 years.
Yeah,
I know, it's like an oil change.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like an oil change.
But anyways, it depends on how they look. But if you go for like the big Bagonzo Austin Powers shoot out of your titties, most guys, except the guys with like those frosted tips, those are the only guys you're gonna get with those fake boobs. Let's be honest.
Are you guys, if someone has like,
in your opinion,
are you?
In my opinion,
I
don't want to get sued.
You know how people are like, oh, I'm a tits guy, I'm an ass guy. Do you guys have an opinion?
Ass.
Your ass.
Ass.
I think we're in a phase right now where
we're in a phase. You're grouping each other. We decided.
So last year was tits, now it's ass. No, but ass. I think, and for most guys, we have a guy in the back. Hold on, ass or boobs? Ass. Ass is what he said.
Okay, so we have 3 guys in this room, and they all went ass.
3 guys, 3 ass.
Shit, I'm all tits.
Oh shit. Oh god.
You have great tits.
Thank God we're friends. Okay, great. Go ahead.
Next question. What is the most attractive non-physical quality in another person?
Humor.
Love that.
This is gonna sound deep, but it's trust, 100%.
Okay, I love that. Yeah. In what sense? Like they trust you, or you can trust them?
No, in the sense you don't get jealous every time I go with my buddies and you guys. You know what I mean? Like because it's happened before.
They're cool for you to do your own thing.
Yeah. I don't need to be texted every 2 minutes when I'm with my buddies.
You're definitely right about that. Like if you have a girl who's just like, so how's it going? And you know her how's it going isn't I want to know how's it going, but are you having sex with 17 different women? I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, I'll talk to you later. You must be busy.
Must be busy. Shut the fuck up. I'm making a podcast with Toni and Amanda. Leave me alone.
This is such a aggressive answer.
Okay, that's fair.
But I do agree because I'm very independent. I think I've been single for so long that I think it would be really hard for me to get a relationship because I'm like my alone time. I love my friend time. Like there needs to be a clear difference. And if I'm out with my friends, like we good. I'll tell you. I'll talk to you when I'm home.
You don't want to feel like you have to report to that person.
There are people out there that are like that.
There are people out there who understand that. However, There's women who are jealous, and then there's guys that, you know, we don't understand that part, but guys can be uber jealous. But we're not speaking because you've never been jealous. I've never been jealous. When our
never. You guys have never been jealous.
No, unless
what am I in grade 10 again? Like, no, absolutely.
But he already shaved his eyebrows.
We're talking about your entire life.
Sorry, but it's also attractive when a guy's a little jealous.
In high school, absolutely. Like, past then, no.
I don't believe that absolutely at all. Jealousy is such a natural human.
Well, it depends. This context matters.
So, I mean, what's jealousy? Like somebody grabbing my girl at a club? Then no, that's not jealousy. That's me. I'm gonna break that guy's fingers right off.
Well,
but that's still kind of hot. You know, like you want a boyfriend.
That's not jealousy. That's people pissing me off.
No, I don't want you to rip his head off, but I mean like the protective.
But you're out with a friend from your work who's just a friend, and you have your guy going, hey. So how's it going with him? Have you ever asked him if he liked you? That's the kind of jealousy.
100%.
It's like, your dick is shrinking into a little, teensy little thing. And for girls who do it, it makes, for me at least, it's a huge turn-off.
It's a huge turn-off.
You want to talk about turn-offs? It makes me want to vomit.
I mean, what do they say? Jealousy is the green monster. Because people don't like. It's not an attractive quality in anyone. But I do think it is slightly natural for people to feel a bit jealous sometimes.
For sure. But you know, you should have a partner who's open to discussing why you're jealous in an open manner, rather than like, I don't want you seeing him because it makes me feel bad. Well, do you have a reason for it to make you feel bad? No, but aren't you having sex? Of course not.
I love this impression.
Yeah, this is crazy. And also, like, who are you dating that always thinks you're having sex with people? Like
no.
I don't know who you think you are.
He doesn't do that well.
You're not like Rico Suave over here. Just like,
Tony and I can talk to your girlfriend and we'll reassure her.
Sure. Go
Mariana. Text me, girl.
You guys just have to name drop.
Right, sorry. You can name drop her, Mariana. Hello. How's it going?
Carson's girlfriend texted me. I'll tell you the truth. But wait, to finish it off, what's your most physical?
What is the... Okay, wait.
Sorry, let's read it.
What is the most attractive physical quality in another person?
Yeah.
Eyes.
Oh, love that.
I mean, to be honest, that's tough.
You can go wherever you want to go. Yeah, you can go wherever you want.
No. It's definitely not ass. I mean, eyes is a good one. I'd probably say smile.
Smile's a good one.
I'd say smile.
But smile's
I think for me, smile too, actually.
I was going to say the first thing I notice are teeth. I don't have the best, but I notice everyone else's teeth.
Smile's big.
Eyes or hair for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, hair is a big one too.
I like hair. I don't know why.
Me too. Guys
so
too.
I feel like that's very individual. Like hair,
and I feel like I have a lot of opinions on guys' hair. Like, I don't like it too long. I don't like it too short. Like, I'm very annoying, but it's not a deal breaker. But I'm like, if I had my way.
But you notice it.
Yeah. It's like one of the first things you notice about someone. What do you look at when you first see someone? Their eyes. And the eyes are the window to the soul, in my opinion. And I think you can learn a lot from them.
I mean, it's hard to screw up.
You should be a romance novelist.
It's hard to screw up what?
Hair.
No.
Yeah, what?
I don't agree with that.
But you have a choice, like, how to cut your hair.
Yeah, I know, but have you ever heard of losing your hair?
But some people get bad haircuts.
Yeah, that's most people.
But they're bald.
But they're bald. They're not bald. They're losing their hair, and they're trying their best to figure it out.
True.
And so you look at that person, and you're like...
You can't put those guys in the equation, though.
What? Those guys don't exist anymore?
They're just bald.
They're deleted. Bald. Losing hair guy. Bye-bye.
Okay, so my dad can't
He's bald. You know what it is.
Ben.
You can't judge somebody who's bald. It's totally different. You can judge somebody who makes a bad haircut.
But they're saying you can't judge his hair because he has none.
Exactly.
Well, do you think girls take that into account? Bullshit.
No, you know what? I can fuck with a bald guy. Like, I have had crushes on
bald guys can be pretty hot. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I do agree. It is harder to screw up a man's head of hair than it is women. Like, women are insane, and like our hair texture.
You can screw up a woman's haircut because
he's noticed.
Well, Carson, your hair looks really good. Actually, did you just get a haircut?
Thank you.
I actually did notice that earlier too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we changed it up. My guy Fred, he did something different.
Hey, that's my guy.
And it's also
it's like a little chia pet.
Fred, if you're watching,
I love
my guy.
Fred, we love you. Fred's a good guy. He does both our hairs.
That's amazing. Shout out
Your
Fred.
hairs.
Hairs.
Oh,
That's a very Italian thing to say. My hairs.
That's funny. Okay. We have 2 sections left. So only 3 more questions, guys. You're doing amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So we're moving into the sex portion, and there's only 2 questions.
I thought there was a lot of sex on that.
No, there's only 2.
There's no sex.
No sex.
Well, we're not.
Typical guys. Everything
sex.
comes back to sex.
I know. Okay. This is interesting. Do you prioritize your partner's pleasure or your own's first? Be honest.
Do you want me to answer first, or do you want to answer first? Oh God, how honest?
My be honest. Like seriously, be honest.
Getting someone off adds to my pleasure. So yes,
okay.
Absolutely. If someone gets off, that's the only way I can get off.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Absolutely. Like if she's not having fun, I'd rather go kart in Richmond.
I love that for you. Like, thank you so much for taking care of the women.
I'll put it this way: if it's somebody that you actually like, then absolutely, it's that way. If it's somebody you don't really care about, then it's completely the other way. You get in, you get the hell out of there as quick as possible.
I don't agree with that.
No, I've been on that. I've been on that.
I would actually say
I'll say Tinder. There's 2 different types of people. There's people you actually think that could be something, and you go the other way. And the's somebody who you're just kind of like trying to and you then get out.
I would say that's what I would expect for the majority of men's response.
And that's usually my dating life.
Said exactly what I thought he would say.
Yeah.
God, I'm so No, if someone's gonna take the time to give their body to you, you might as well give them a good time rather than just
really
using
sweet.
them. And
here's a sales pitch.
No, it's not a any women out there.
Call
1-800-267-3001 Alarm Force. All right, moving on.
Next question.
Okay. Next question is, what is your instant turn on?
Ooh, Lordy.
Like instant. Like guaranteed way.
I can't be this honest. So I can't
be this honest.
Yeah, you
Go ahead.
can.
Wait, I'm nervous of what you're saying.
No, I can't say that. This is actually going online.
Tell us.
Okay.
You've said a lot of things. I'm just gonna.
No, but like I'm really nervous if he's filtering himself. It's probably something you can tell.
Okay, then make it up.
Look at he's getting all of it.
No, you go first.
The second thing.
So
Let Josh go first.
Just like your instant turn off. Turn on. If a girl does something.
Instantly, you get an erection.
You're like, damn.
What's up? Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think that closely about these types of things. It usually just happens. So, like, if you really want an answer, I'm going to say back to my first answer before, smiling.
Oh, cute. If she's hot and she's smiling.
Well,
if she's hot and smiling at me.
Like I said, Tony, I don't think about that closely. So it just happens.
That's fair.
But can you think of a situation where you were like, oh. Okay.
Also, I just want to apologize for all of our drink clinking.
Oh, yeah, we're clinking.
Is it really loud?
It's pretty loud, and I really do apologize, guys. Alex is not here, who is like our audio.
We apologize in advance.
We apologize in advance.
I've been spinning my drink around.
TRG has been looking at me with devil eyes because I've been clanking around.
But do you have any instant turn-ons that you can talk about?
Like everyone's gonna think like, oh, this is the kink lord. No, I'm not a kink lord. It's just like wetness. Like if you go go under and it's like it's super wet.
Go under.
Like if you put on scuba gear.
Fair.
If you have to put on scuba gear, that's a
it goes back to the wet t-shirt contest.
Totally.
That was like an initial turn on in movies that was like always played up, you know? Like,
I'm not talking about water.
No, I know.
No,
I was just trying to make it a bit more PG, but here we go.
Okay.
No, fair.
I'm fully aware of what you were referring to.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys like dirty talk? Because that's one thing I'm trying to improve on. And
Context matters.
Like when you're... What?
Context matters. If you're like barely know the person, then dirty talk is like weird. But if you're comfortable with the person... Okay. Sure, but if like it's a first date and you're like, I want to grind on you like granite, you're like, Jesus. Well, who the fuck are you?
I mean, even if you're comfortable with somebody, I've never been. That's not my thing to do.
Yeah.
It's a little bit uncomfortable. I've tried.
Yeah.
I'm not very good. I'll tell you that right now. But I have tried. You know, if you're comfortable or not.
Okay, I would actually pay like $1 million.
Can you just text
and you will never get that.
Can you just send us a few? Can you just
$2 million at least.
Send us a few like voice notes of like what you're trying.
Can we get some audio for this podcast for later?
Yeah. Well, no, I find that really funny.
Yeah, maybe.
Context matters, I think, for dirty talk. Like, I think early on, even for me, I'm open to dirty talk, but if it's a girl I just met, like, it is weird. Especially even if a girl I just met starts calling my name, I'm like, don't say my name. I barely know you.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, really?
Oh, wait,
before.
you consider someone saying your name dirty?
Weird.
Oh, wait, I love when someone says my name.
First, you barely know.
I don't care. I'm like,
which one? TRG, Toni Rose, or
Toni Rose?
Yeah, which name? Which name?
Toni Rose. If you say Toni, it's instant. TRG. If someone says Tony, I like push them off.
Get off. What do I look like? Anthony's dad? Get me out of here.
No, I love when someone says my name. I don't even know why. I think it's like, yes, please.
No, I had.
You remember my name?
Oh my god.
You remember?
So you just sleep with you.
It's a joke.
So you don't like that, eh?
No, it freaks me out.
Do you like it?
Maybe I don't like my name.
It's happened before. It's not.
Josh likes it.
It's not bad. Yeah.
It's not bad. That's the most you'll get from Josh.
Yeah, I find actually it's like a huge turn on for me. But
well, that's good to know because us guys, I don't usually say the name. So
okay, right.
I was gonna ask another question, but I just drew a blank.
Okay, well we can move on to the next one. Okay, well there's one more question, which is in our deep section. There's only one question.
Oh wow, deep. Do we believe in Muhammad Gandhi?
Okay, you guys.
Stay on track.
What is something?
We're at the finish line here.
We're very close. Don't fucking screw it up now. What is something you improved on or learned from in past relationships?
Oof. That's a deep one.
Did you listen to it?
Just the one biggest thing.
The question?
Unless you want to say more.
Repeat it again. Person wasn't listening.
Oh, okay.
I was twirling my glass of wine, unfortunately.
What is something you improved on, or learned from in past relationships?
All right, here we go. Biggest thing is with some of these people that you date, you have to, number one, listen. Number two, don't get mad. And if you do get mad, don't yell. Because I've done that before, and it only goes...
It shuts people down.
That way.
Yeah.
So try and stay calm. Open up those ears. Clear this thing in between here.
Wait,
and usually it'll be okay.
Josh, I'm going to cry.
Oh,
Self-growth
I'm 20 years old now. I'm not 19.
You're 20 years old now?
But seriously, like, honestly, communication is key.
It's key.
And you need to understand how people receive it and also communicate. And you need to, like, adjust to that.
There's nothing you can say to a partner who loves you who they're gonna think is stupid. They're always going to be happy to hear what you have to say. Like
Don't
something that you're like hiding inside, like, if I tell my partner this, they're gonna break up with me.
Yeah.
Most of the time, what I've learned is the people who love you, hiding something from them is only gonna make them like you less. And if you actually are honest with them, they're gonna like you more.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Wait, you guys!
We all start crying.
I love therapy sessions.
I tried.
Oh, I gotta call my therapist.
Wait, we should do this weekly without the podcast.
Therapy session.
The Sopranos are real.
But those were all the questions that we got from Instagram. I just wanted to give a shout out to everyone who submitted a question. You guys were on point, and I hope that they delivered. I felt like you guys gave great answers.
You guys did a great job.
Do you have anything else that you wanted to talk about, or any questions that you wanted to ask? Like, are we all good?
I think we're all good here.
Awesome. Okay, great.
Completely good.
So we usually at the end of the episode, and I totally forgot to prep you guys, we do apology of the week. If there's anything that you need to apologize for, if you were a dick to your brother, you yelled at your mom, this is your time to get it out and apologize. Before I end the podcast, it's not necessary to have an apology. Do you have one? Oh, Amanda has one. There we go. Oh no. What'd you do?
No, it's actually regarding this whole thing.
What'd you do?
I just want to say, I'm sorry for bringing up the wet t-shirt contest because apparently that wasn't
I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest.
She's embarrassed. She's embarrassed.
You're embarrassed about the wet... Wasn't I just talking about wet women and you're embarrassed about your wet t-shirt thing? I was talking about how... What?
I was trying to make it more relatable and you guys were all like...
You know how many times you guys looked at me after something I said?
No, Amanda says we're like, ooh, she doesn't get it.
Yeah, did she not get what I was talking about?
She doesn't get wet very often.
So I apologize.
No. Okay, that was a great apology. Before we end on, Josh Carson, do you have anything else that you need to?
Well, I feel like everyone else should give an apology.
No, it's usually only one per episode.
I'll give one per episode. I'll give an apology. So, some context here. Me and this guy went to the Bahamas for a week.
I was going to apologize about this.
Well,
enjoy an apology.
So, anyways, long story short, we had a couple blow-ups in the airport. Traveling with this guy and his family is not easy. I lost my fucking mind, so I apologize.
And I accept your apology, and I apologize because I can be a little condescending dick.
There you go.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at our Instagram at We Apologize Podcast. You can follow me at Toni Rose Goulden, Toni with an I. What's your? If you don't, we don't care about followers.
No
probably.
one cares about my Instagram.
I'm private.
Okay.
Josh Punzo, I'm private.
There we go. Follow Alex. Even though she's not here, please give her a follow at Alex French with 3 X's. I think I did that wrong. I'm sorry. We will see you next week, everyone. Have a great night.
Cheers.
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 Goodbye.
Bye.